All right, we're joined by the head coach of Oregon softball, Melyssa Lombardi. The team keeps on winning. They're 20-1 this season. And coach, in a year where you win 20 games and you win a whole lot of games, it's easy to move on without appreciating what just happened. And I think it's important that we recognize what just happened. A Pac-12 sweep. That's always an accomplishment in this conference. So let me just ask, what was the message like to the team after a Pac-12 sweep this weekend against Utah? And let me just add, a really entertaining 4-game series.
I was very proud of them. And just to kind of give you a big picture, last week we were in finals, which obviously you know that, but just for everybody else, we were in finals. Our team takes their academics very, very seriously. And it was a stressful week of taking their finals, but also too knowing that we had this big, our 12 opener as well. So I was very proud of them and how they handled getting their testing done, but still being able to prepare for Utah, because it was a lot. You could see by Sunday, they were running on fumes a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think that was one of the most interesting parts of this series, right? I think by Sunday, after a doubleheader, after that tight game on Friday, both teams really knew each other really well. And I was planning on asking this later, but Brooke Yanez in particular, that Utah lineup, the first couple of days, they were swinging the bat really well. They were getting some clutch hits themselves. They had already seen Brooke. And then Brooke goes out and throws 14 straight innings, 2 complete games against the lineup that was familiar with the team.
From Yanez. Espinoza looks at strike 3, breaking back down the middle.
For sure. She had to dig deep. And I think she had to dig deep even more mentally than physically. You know, they got on her early in that first game. And I felt like we needed a momentum change. So we took her out and we brought McKenna in, and she was excellent. I thought McKenna had a great weekend as well. But then for Brooke to come back on Saturday and make some adjustments that she needed to make with her pitches, I thought that was big time. I mean, that's what's going to happen. You're going to play these Pac-12 series, and you're going to have an outing maybe which we might struggle, whether it's Brooke or our offense or whatever. We're going to have to come back the next day and make the adjustment. And I was very proud how well she adjusted, not just physically, but mentally. Like when she got on the mound Saturday, you knew she was going to deal. And she definitely did that. And then, you know, to go back to back the next morning to call her name again, I thought she did a great job of answering the call. I also thought Tara McGowan behind the plate was excellent this weekend. I thought she really commanded her pitchers and got what she wanted from each one of them. I thought she did a great job working with the umpire. I thought pitches that were iffy pitches, you know, possibly balls, she did a good job receiving and turning those pitches into strikes. So I think Tara had a lot to do with Brooke's success as well.
Yeah, Tara had some amazing throws against one of the better base stealing teams in the conference.
Legendary how good the play is in this conference. 1-0, now the runner does go. McGowan's throw, on the money, and they get her at second base.
One of the interesting little matchups in this series was Haley Denning, their leadoff hitter, one of the best base stealers in the conference, and a really good slap hitter in her own right. And I thought there were a couple moments where Tara would almost pump fake a throw just to let her know that she was thinking about her. That was a fun little cat and mouse in this series, I think.
I agree. Their leadoff is excellent. We struggled with her. It took us a while to figure her out, and I still don't know if we have her figured out, but it took us a little bit. But what I liked is that we knew that she was going to run, and I thought Tara and Alyssa, our shortstop, did a great job of connecting. And when those two are on time, it's difficult to steal off these guys. So Tara was excellent this weekend, in all parts of the game.
I want to go back to Friday's opener. It was the Pac-12 opener. McKenna comes out of the pen, 4 2/3 innings. That ties a career high for her, really rising up to the moment. And afterwards, she said that she was nervous entering the game. I certainly didn't sense that at all. But the big hit came in the 6th inning, and it was Hannah Delgado, another freshman, full count pitch, 2 on, 2 out, tie game. Take me through that moment. I think it really set the tone for clutch hitting the rest of the weekend.
Field in. Here's the pitch to Delgado. She swings and ropes one down the right field line and into the corner. Here comes McGowan. They're waving crews. No throw. Oregon has a 4-2 lead on a triple by Hannah Delgado.
I think you're right. Ham has been really clutch thus far, and it's been great. I almost think she feels more comfortable at the plate when she has 2 strikes versus when she's in a hitter's count. She really handles the plate well. With 2 strikes, she knows how to pepper the entire field. I just feel her very calm at the plate when she's up there. And so for her to come up clutch and hit that ball down the line and allow us to score those runs, we needed that. And so, and I agree. I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the weekend of just this entire team. When we needed them to be clutch, they were clutch.
And on McKenna Clethermis, who came out of the pen, she's kind of been a go-to relief pitcher this year. And that takes a different mentality than a starter, not really knowing when your number is going to be called, but when it is, coming in and throwing strikes and getting outs. Can you just talk about what she's meant to the team and what she did in that Friday game against Utah?
I agree. I think there's the mentality. I think every pitcher on our staff could start, could have middle relief, and even come in and close. But like you said, there's different mentalities that go with each one. And McKenna has shown that she can come in a tight situation and throw strikes, because that's the key. You got to come in and you got to throw strikes right off the bat and move your ball through the zone. And I thought she did those 2 things very, very well, and just really created some good positive momentum for us to get out of jams and take that energy into our dugout and to the plate with our offense. So I've been very impressed with her and what she did this weekend, even when she came in relief against UCLA earlier in the season, against Oregon State. She's done some great jobs in a relief role.
Clutch hitting was a big part of the weekend. One of the clutchest hits, game 2 on Saturday. Rachel Sid, last year, leads the team in home runs and hasn't quite found the long ball quite yet this year, but then steps up, attacks the first pitch of the 7th inning, and goes deep to left field.
The pitch from Lopez. She swings and hits it high and deep to left field. See you later. A walk-off home run for Rachel Sid. Her first home run since March 1st wins the game for Oregon. Oregon has won 9 in a row. Attacks the first pitch. Leaves the yard. The Ducks walk it off in the 7th.
What do you think that home run meant to Rachel? What did it mean to the team? And do you think it could ignite more power from her going forward?
I agree with all of it. I would tell you that game, she struggled a little bit offensively, struggled a little defensively. And I think when she had an opportunity, almost like to make things right, like these guys work really hard for each other. That's the thing I love about this team the most, is that they play hard for each other and they want to do well by each other. And I think she just wanted to make things right. And she got a really good pitch to handle, and to walk off that game with a bomb was awesome. And I think it ignited something in her. And, you know, each year is different. Their journey as athletes, it's different. And so last year she got off to a little bit of a hot start, but I think you're going to start seeing Rachel do what she knows how to do at the plate. And you're going to see her power. Rachel, regardless of what she's doing, I think has always been clutch for us since day one.
So 78 runs this year have come with 2 outs. 12 of them came this weekend. Is there anything that you're doing as a coach to motivate this team to come through in clutch spots, or is it just a credit to that gene that a lot of these players have? Because it's really turning into a major storyline this season that Oregon is dangerous throughout innings, but particularly when their backs are against the wall.
I think it's a sign of a good team. When when your backs are against the wall, how are you going to handle the situation? And they're very calm. They're very poised. Each time this weekend we got behind, they're not coming in to the dugout with their heads down, wondering how they're going to figure it out. They know they're going to make it happen. And I really like that about them. I just think this team is conditioned for this. They know how to grind. They know how to handle adversity, and they've had opportunity throughout this year, where they're in tough spots, and they have found ways to come through. So I don't think that's me. I think that's
Well, it's been really fun to watch. It was a really entertaining 4-game series, and the Ducks came out in all 4 of them. Coach, thanks so much for joining me this week, and see you again next Monday.
All right. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate it.